Morning, mate. Okay.
All right, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just want to talk about something quickly that we've had a call. We've had Kev, our star,
Yeah.
our super fan. Yeah, you put a picture up of then and now. You were a comedian then, and you had a big beard and all that, and now, and he says you're aging really well.
I
I
think
don't. I don't think he sees you on a fucking daily basis, really. Does he? You're not fucking Benjamin Button.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I've had so many people say it, and it's so nice because I remember when I was selling windows back with you in the day, and
Yeah, yeah, you looked older than me.
I was,
Yeah, I used to say to people, "Don't worry, he'll grow into his face."
yeah,
Um,
I was
you
mad.
know,
Well, when I was like fucking 20 odd stone, and I can remember it was a lead in Burton on Trent, and we got into that. How old do you think I am? Thing, and they said to me, and I would have been in my 20s, my early 20s, and somebody actually said that I looked 40 back then. So yeah, I've always looked older, and you know when you're like young and you want to buy beer from a pub and all that kind of stuff, it's really nice. But I always thought, fuck me, that means like if I look 40 now and I'm in my 20s, when I'm 40, I'm going to look 60. And people have actually said, like, with the acting and stuff, that I could probably play 40 up to probably 60, with,
yeah, I've been told I could possibly play 30-year-olds.
yeah. But those people that you're speaking to are lovingly referred to as mongs. You're beautiful, Charlie. You know I love you, mate. Yeah, so it's really nice. I mean, he basically said like it's not fair he's aging backwards and stuff, and just not like nice to hear that kind of stuff, isn't it? And my wife said that blokes grow older better, and like I
Well, your
don't look
wife,
any difference to how we were when we were selling windows and stuff. I don't really. You ain't really aged badly at all.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, getting back to Jane, Jane's not going to be speaking to you today anyway.
why?
She doesn't watch the pod, does she? And I've put that clip out, haven't I, of one giving a little bit too much information about. She comes in and does a dump while you're in the bathroom. So she watches the clips on Facebook.
She had me about that last night, mate. She had me. She come in. I'd seen a couple of comments she'd made on a couple of the pods, and she has watched a few pods now. Um, and yeah, she was giving me a bit of shit about the poo one. But I mean, it's
Well,
just what
it's gone out on Facebook today, mate. So I walk around in a fucking motorbike helmet if I were you.
I'm off to Wales, mate. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But you've become the bandit of TikTok, ain't you, mate?
Oh fuck yeah, we've been well not banned, a violation put on Facebook, TikTok this morning. I put some stuff on there and it got violation. Your first violation, and it's a violation. And if you get so many violations, you get a strike. But I had to do this. But I appealed it because it was basically everything since I've been doing this fucking Everton shit. So
Yeah.
it was day 28, and we're up to what we up to. We're up to day 53 now, and it was from day 28. It was of me, just a picture of me that I put out every day. I put on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know, it's just a picture of me saying, and it was at the time. It was day 28 of wearing an Everton shirt until we reach 1,000 followers on Facebook. And because it's something to do with I'm fucking being horrible to different races and fucking yeah, it's a hate crime. Uh,
How?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you'd get. I don't think they'd investigate it, would they? Sorry, I'm just looking for my charger. I don't think they'd investigate it just off what if one person reported it, would they?
Wouldn't have
You
thought
might have
so.
you might have had like a bitter Everton supporter just fucking reporting it because they
What,
did.
like against Evertonian?
Yeah, an Evertonian. Yeah. Did I say an Everton player there? I meant an Everton fan. Could have been an Everton player. Um,
But none of
yes.
them, none of them Everton players support Everton, mate. Come on.
Yes. So they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't give us a violation off one report, would they? Surely. Anyway, I've appealed it. I don't know. I don't know how this system works. I've done a video today which I'm going to put out asking people if it works. It's on my daily fucking I mean, I have a video, don't we? So I put that picture out, and then I do a video as well, to say what day it is. So I've asked our listeners on that. And I had to do a test. I had to answer 5 questions, and all the answers were yes, 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 yes.
Right.
It was a silly test. But now, if we don't get a violation in the next 2 weeks, we should be all right. But I want to see what the appeal says. The appeal should come back and say, you know what, you're all right. But they pulled it. They pulled that post.
I don't know, mate. I don't get it. I don't understand it, mate. I mean, I can remember, like, back when I was trying to build, for one of those courses I was doing, they said to build a TikTok account. And I got banned from adding people for a day or two because I was adding too many people.
Yeah.
I never had a content ban, I don't think. Oh, I had one the other day on Facebook, I think it was, where one of my posts got flagged and put as not suitable for children. But I don't know what that was. But a lot of the stuff that, you know, I put out, some of my gig stuff, and yeah, we swear a bit, don't we? I mean, we are trying to curb our swearing a little bit on here.
Yeah.
A wider audience, but I don't really see what any content is. I mean, the kids aren't our kind of demographic for this, are they? They're not. No kid's going to be interested.
No. We've got a warning on that anyway. But apparently, the violation reason was hate speech and hateful behaviour. It was only fucking just a picture of me in an Everton shirt. Did they have? With a sad face.
Maybe it's your bald head, mate. Maybe they think you're the. Maybe they think
I'm a right wing Evertonian.
They're the Reform Party leader in Everton colours, mate. So it's not about Everton. It's about you being elected as Liverpool's fucking MP.
I don't know. Hateful speech. Anyway, 24 hours, or could be a little bit longer on the appeal, but I'm sure that, I don't know, maybe there was a fucking group of Everton fans all got together. Maybe they all fucking, when they drew with City at the weekend, maybe they had a fucking petition going around or something. They won't follow us, but fucking 50-odd thousand of them in the Hill Dickinson fucking stadium have got a petition going out.
Ban Charlie.
Can play from TikTok, yeah.
Ban the Funnyfarm. Ban the Funnyfarm.
Yeah, that'd be great. We've had a lot of weird stuff, haven't we? And we had that. We had all the Americans kicking off yesterday as well.
Do you have any more on that?
No, we haven't. We had some guy supporting us, basically saying Trump's a fuck up. But I put another one out today. I thought I'd just rattle the bones a little bit more, but they didn't bite on it. Unless, and none of our stuff's been pushed out this morning though on Facebook.
Oh.
So but I've checked it. The account's healthy, but maybe because we got a few complaints in yesterday off the Americans, and they've just pulled that stuff back a little bit because we've rattled a few cages. Yeah,
maybe it's the TikTok thing's all about that, mate. You don't know, do you? Could all be linked in, couldn't it? But
anyway, I've been really excited in more ways than one to hear about your swinging gig last night.
Yeah.
Come on. I see you put up some videos this morning. Oh, you know what? I was watching it. I know you think your missus is watching over your shoulder. And there's like, because I didn't know it was you at first, so I flicked through fast and then I heard your voice. So I come back and it was like, oh, I'll have to get Jane on that. It was like the swing.
The swing, yeah. So it was not a normal circuit gig, like not something that, is regular.
Were you all dressed up in gimp masks and fucking nipple clamps and stuff like that? No.
I'll tell you a few stories about it, but it was I got picked up. So my mate Paul, who's Frothy Coffees on Bramcote Park. If you like a good coffee, go and walk your dog, get a coffee or a schmoo. He's a very nice guy. He's about 6'5" and built like fucking.
Frothy coffee is swinging.
We had a few jokes about that in the car. Because apparently he's quite good at the old foreplay.
Who is?
So I said he was the barista and the clip mister. He's a good lad. Paul's a lovely.
It's only that he's good at foreplay. Did he tell you on his missus?
So him and his missus came last night in the car, and Brett. So my, which I got loads of shit from my missus about taking.
How did Brett go?
Brett came, yeah, he loved it. He loved it. He got so much shit. He got loads of shit. He got loads of shit before I went on. I gave him a load of shit, and then the closing actor, I can't mention who it is because of various different reasons. He went on in a thong, a jockstrap, and he kept gyrating into Brett's face and bending over it. It was so fucking funny, mate.
Why did Brett go?
I've got a couple of photos of it, but I don't want them going like anywhere online. Although I sent them to Lottie, said, "Can you send them me?" So I sent them to her, and immediately she just fired them out to all the mates. And it's just a Brett.
Did Brett get shit off Lottie and Jane?
Lottie wasn't bothered, but Jane was. It was quite bizarre, really. Jane was more bothered about it than Lottie was. So anyway, we got there. It's called the Naughty Pineapple in Leicester. I think it's about 10 minutes from Leicester city centre. So my mate Paul picked us up in his like 50 grand Range Rover. So we get there, nice journey there, lovely bit of banter about everything. Because we've joked about being swingers and stuff like that. Yeah, it freaks the women out if we do it, so we do that quite often. So nice journey there. And he goes, "I found a car park, it's 3 minutes away." So we got there and it was about 10-minute walk, 10-minute walk. So his missus kicked off about that. And we were literally, mate, if you can think about the dullest, dingiest, shittiest, grubbiest place on earth, it was worse than that walking to the swinging club, right?
The swingers places are generally in places like that, though, aren't they? Not that I'd know.
Proper kind of, not nice bit of Leicester. So we walked over there, and then we're like, "Where the fuck is this place?" So we turned down this road, and it's just like a kind of dead-end road. And then there was a Just Eat sign. And literally the fucking swinging club was in like, it must be like an old warehousey type shop thing. Not on any main drag at all, like off the beaten track. And I said, "I can see a pineapple." There's a big pineapple picture on the front of it. And there was this Just Eat sign above, so we obviously, Paul starts going, "Did anyone say Just Eat?" And then we get there, and I'm finishing my cigarette off, and I'm like, "You can go in," and they're all like, "We're not fucking going in without you. We're not going in without you." So we finally walk in, and one of the owners, like, it's got like, I said this is like being in prison, because like when you walk in, there's like a little hatch. And you go, "Yeah, I'm one of the comedians, a couple of audience members," and then it goes, you know, like the prison doors open, like,
Yeah.
And you like walk in, and then to the right of that is like, I can only describe it as a room that's probably only just bigger than my front room, like, so dead small. And there's people sat there like having a drink, whatever. No alcohol. License, so you have to.
Isn't there?
It's take your own job. So they've got no license to sell it. But you go in, and like where we were performing, there's like a bar where they've got loads of soft drinks, and you can get food there and everything. It looked quite nice. And then there's
sausage.
Like,
you get any sausage there?
Well, that was the funny thing, because one of the comedians said, "I can't believe you can't buy alcohol, but you can get a fucking sausage in a cardboard hot dog." Fucking mayo all over it. So anyway, we goes like, then one of the guys turns up. So one of the acts is a swinger. So he turned up with his partner, and I think they stayed on afterwards, but I don't know for 100%. But anyway, we stood there and we're looking at the performance area, and like the whole gig, I took 3 people, one of the other acts took 2 people, and the other guy took his missus. So there was like 6 people there that weren't swingers, plus the act, and there was 7, 8 acts. So there's 14, and then the swinging crew. There must have been there was only about 10 or 11 of them, I suppose, if that. But the room, it was fine because the room was full at that. You know, we couldn't get in to sit in the gig. It was full of audience. And then some of the acts would go round the back. There's like a door to the back of the stage, back of the...
The back door.
Yeah, back door. I stood at the front.
We love the back door now.
But it's been filmed, so I should get some clippage of it. And then one of the guys come in, is like the guy who took his missus and was going to go and stay on afterwards, potentially. He said, I'm having a look round to see what these people look like first, though. But I think he basically said he was going to go and doink his missus in one of the rooms. And he turned around and said, can we go and have a look round? So the guy gave us a tour, and it's a tiny place. It's almost like a big house at the bottom, so like your living room, and then probably the same at the other side. And you've got like a changing area where they've got heaters on. That's where we stood. Like, that was our backstage area. Then you walk through, they've got a fucking hot tub with loads of rubber ducks around it. And I thought, fuck me, why do you need bath toys? Surely you've got enough to fucking play with. There's a little smoking area. That was quite funny, which I referenced in my set. I'll come back to that. And then he walks us around, he goes, there's a shower area. And then there was like... just out in the open, so you got the shower area here, and then as you walk further down, just this other area which has just got like a wipeable bed, and then a viewing area in front of it where you could like sofas so people could watch. And then you keep walking a bit further down, and then like the sex dungeon shit turns in. Like there was a room, I think I put it on one of the posts that I put out. You've got like a room, it's got fucking chains. And it's got like...
Yeah, it was a bit weird, that, yeah.
Yeah, and then you walked a bit further down, and that was like a cell. There was a couple of rooms that were like reminded me of prison cells. And then there was the one where you've got like a fucking hole cut out with a curtain thing on it, and then behind that is another room. So the woman, or whatever, I don't suppose it has to be a woman, can lie on the bed, put the legs through this hole, with fucking like legs in stirrups, and I'm guessing people can come and have a lick or a play or whatever. Yeah. Then there was the sex swing room, so there was like a little room where there was sex swings, one sex swing, and then there was the grope holes. So they weren't glory holes; they were grope holes. So you stand in there, and there's like little gaps where you can. So Paul got in there and I had a grope of his boobs. But it was like, I mean, obviously I've never done any swinging or anything like that. But it was, I tell you what, the community of people that were in there, they were just really nice. They were just nice people. You're chatting to them, they're just like normal folk. So like I said to, I can't remember who I was talking to now, the other day I said, I think they're just going to be normal, nice people that just like fucking other things other than the partners, you know. But there was one, like, when Jack started doing his MCing bit, he spoke to this one person, and she was like, her nickname in there was the Bukkake Queen. And so I, like, where we were, there was like a door, and it's being filmed, but it had to be filmed from the side because I didn't want any of the people in the film, shall we say. So it was all from the side. So I just like snuck round the side of the camera and just had a look who he was talking to. And this woman, mate, she must have been 70. And she's the Bukkake Queen. And I think her name was Loretta. But the bit about the smoking area was quite funny because I went out for a cigarette. And it was like, you're in the most liberal fucking place you could ever be, like sharing pussies and cocks and all that stuff. And there was 2 chairs, and they've got little stickers on going, this is Loretta's smoking chair. This is Shell's smoking chair. So I referenced that when I went, and I can't believe I'm in the most liberal fucking club in the world where you know, you can spunk on my tits, spunk on my face, fuck me in the arse, do whatever you like, but do not fucking sit in my chair. It was just a bizarre gig.
Oh, that's fucking mad. Because I was looking at some of the stuff, and some of the equipment in there was like proper fucking heavy duty. you know, and I was thinking it's more like a fucking torture chamber than a swinging club. I just thought swingers just went and had a, you know, a little, I didn't think they were into all that fucking shagging machines and all that type of stuff, you know.
I think from like what I gained knowledge-wise last night is that it's just a full, like, what do you say? Like just a wide thing. So you've
It's
got
not
some.
just swinging, is it? I suppose it's people who just like fucking voyeurism, people who just like being
Yeah,
watched,
I think
you know, people who
like,
just. Do they let single people in there?
yeah. So they have they said it that they have a newbie night, so people can just turn up and get a feel for it. So, yeah, I think it ranges. There's a wide range. That's what I was trying to say. So I think you've got like the range. Like there's people who just like to go and watch and maybe have a bit of a play and wank and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you've got like obviously Bukaki Queen at the other end of the thing where
Yeah,
she
he just loves cock.
loves being spunked all over, mate. Yeah. So it was bizarre. I mean, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, mate, but I enjoyed gigging because obviously I bought out some older sexual material that
Yeah,
I did years ago that I've not heard on stage for probably a decade. That went down really well. Obviously, did my swinging bits, and I did, and obviously because Brett was there, I did some stuff about him and Lottie. It was just a dead nice gig, mate. Just like they were really receptive. As the night went on, they became more interactive as well. So the first section was quite somber, I would say. They were laughing, they were getting involved in that way. My section onwards, like they were a little bit more interactive, which is good for me because I'm quite conversational when I do comedy. I do involve the audience, so the MC will always say, "Don't talk, don't heckle, don't talk to the acts unless they talk to you," because it's all planned. You know, if they've got a plan on what they're doing, it can derail and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
But I'm very kind of situational and quite conversational with my stuff, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm quite, because I've been doing it for such a long time now, I can kind of veer off my set and go back into it. It's quite seamless now.
yeah.
But by the final section, so there's 2 acts in the final section. Kieran, I want to give him a shout out on the pod actually because I've not seen him for a while. He's the first AD, so he's the first assistant director, freelance, and he just finished on a feature film. But I've not seen him for a long time. He's not been doing as much because he's been working on the film side of things. But he came and he spoke to me specifically, and he said, "I've been watching all the pods." He says, "I think you're brilliant." He's a young lad as well. He's only in his early 20s, I think.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, so it's a real shout out for us and Kieran Shake.
Thanks, Kieran. Thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, he said he actually said, "How much do you plan prior to the pod?" He said because it's really refreshing how you just press record and crack on. And I said, well, sometimes I've like a topic or two. Like today, we wanted to talk about TikTok and
Yeah,
everything, but essentially we have done loads of these pods for you guys that are listening or watching us, where we've just gone, what we're going to talk about today, and Charlie's gone, I don't know, let's just press record, and we go for it, and it's just that's how it is, and we've never struggled. We do an hour a day at the minute, and we've never struggled.
I think we just sort of like it's. I mean, any prep like we said we were going to talk about TikTok. It's more of like I'll come on and say, "Fucking hell, do you see what I got off TikTok?" And we'll say, "Let's just save that for the pod."
Yeah,
And that's about it. And I knew Chris was doing the swinging thing last night, so I wanted to chat to him about that because it's going to be good listening or good viewing. Yeah, so that's all we prep up really. It's not we'll sit down and have like a meeting beforehand and go, right, okay, what are we going to do tomorrow or what are we going to do this morning? It's nothing like that at all.
like when we've done our quiz things, we've like Googled it just before we've come on, and then I'll Google like a subject, and Charlie won't know what he's going to be answering, or I won't know what I'm going to be answering. So it's all very spontaneous, and I think that's the way we want this to be. That simple as that. We don't prep the guests. All we tell the guests is that we don't really edit, so don't say anything horrific and stuff. But yeah, so Kieran's looking to set up his own pod, so he's been watching pods, and he says, "I really like the way that you do yours because it is just 2 old mates mid-aged ball bags chatting shit. So shout out to Kieran. Kieran went on, and bless him, he was dead worried about it because it's not like his. It wouldn't be his ideal place to gig. It's not my ideal place to gig. It's not ideal. It's a different thing. So if you ever get like, oh, can you come and do this wedding or football awards or bowls awards, which was awful, that bowls awards. It's like very much like if you're going to do a comedy club or a night in a pub that's established or anything like that, you kind of know that people are there and they're going to go for your stuff. But this is like a non-comedy savvy audience, so they're not. I mean, some of them might go to regular comedy, but I'd very much doubt it. They're too busy fucking each other. So he was really worried, and he got derailed a few times by a couple. It was mainly two girls in the front who'd had 3 bottles of wine.
Fair play.
It was
were they swingers?
No, it was one of the act's daughter and her. I don't know if it was a partner or a friend that came along, and he like made it interactive by giving them a bunch of ping pong balls and saying if I say a swear word, throw one at me and this, that, and the other. But he got derailed a few times, but. Mate, he'd not gigged for over a month, and I thought he smashed it. I thought it was really good. He reacted to everything really well. I think he's that kind of character where you can warm to him. Do you know what I mean? He was just dead good. And then
if you want to come on the pod, Kieran, give us a shout.
Yeah, I was thinking of inviting him on the pod actually because I think he's got a lot of tales to tell about with the film industry and the comedy industry as well. So
yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
Kieran, you're more than welcome. I will send you like a message before this goes out because this ain't going to go out until about the 19th. So but it was cracking, really good. And then the closing act, he has asked that he's not tagged or anything like that in stuff, so I'm not going to mention him by name. But he closed it. He was a little bit worried about closing because he didn't think he was that level. He kind of said to me, "You should be closing this and this, that, and the other." But I think. The reason that he'd been put on at that position was because he'd made it clear that he might be staying for a bit of poontang.
All right, yeah.
He was put on last, and he turned around in the dressing. It is a dressing room because it's where the swingers go to get naked, and there's like a heater in there. Oh, you get issued a locker key as well. I got chatting to this guy, and I was like, "Why have you got your own locker or what?" He said, "No, we just get issued one." He said, but some people bring fucking bags full of sex toys and all this, that, and the other. So we need a locker.
Oh, yeah. Chris is here. He's the dildo man.
Get the pegging gear out. Richmond's here. And he goes, so the final act of the night, he was like, do you think it'd go down all right if I went on in just a thong or a jockstrap, whatever you call it? I explained what it looked like. And I don't really know what it was. It's not got the thing where it goes up the arse, so I don't think it's a thong. I think it's a jockstrap. But you can basically see all of his arse.
Yeah. So it was like a thick white band.
It's like, black it was.
Oh, black, okay.
And then he got like 2 straps down the side with his arsehole hanging out.
Yeah,
he bent over in front of us as well, the cunt. He did that on purpose. And I was like, yeah, do it. So I kind of bullied him into going on.
You got the balloon knot in your face.
But it was so funny, mate. It just because he was the closing act as well. It just went down so well. And that guy, he may or may not have been on the pod, but he is a class act. And I think I've been messaging him today, and I think he's got a really good career in comedy. I thought, the way he reacted off stuff, he's just dead quick, dead smart on stage, dead witty, and he just belted it out there, mate. It was really good.
And to go down well in the swingers club as well is like the pièce de résistance, isn't it?
Mate, I had to resist it. I had to resist the urge to go out there and sort of say, are there any Leicester City fans in here? Because no one goes down as well as Leicester. I resisted it because I thought I don't want them to hate me. Do you know what I mean? So Nottingham boy comes in here fucking swinging it about, But yeah, it was just really good. So the acts that were on, Carl Brown opened it. He did really well. He's a good-looking lad. He's very intelligent humour. I think some of his punchlines kind of missed them because it was a bit niche. I'm trying to think who then was it. Lloyd who went on after that. No, I think he closed out. I can't remember who went on second now. Who went on second?
You're at that age now, aren't you?
Sarah went on second and she smashed it. She opened it really well with some like sexy humour and this, that, and the other. And then Lloyd Bijou, so it was Sarah Evans, then Lloyd Bijou went on. He smashed it. I have not seen him for a long time gigging. He was funny the last time I saw him, but it might be a year ago since I last saw him. And he absolutely fucking smashed it. The humour that he brought, he is quite dark when I'd seen him before, but he just, everything hit. They loved him. They absolutely loved him. And then they had a break, and then the middle section was Craig Shaw, who, best gig I've seen him do. He had loads of little sexual pun type things that, like, I won't ruin it, but he goes through this like list of sexual things and makes it really funny. And he's one of my best mates in comedy, Craig. He's a beautiful man. And then Liz Johnson went on, who does a character like a puppet act, slightly psychic Cynthia, smashed the pants out of it, absolutely. And then I went on, and I was so worried following the puppet. I was so, yeah, 'cause it's an alternative act, and then you've got straight white middle-aged fucking reform fucking counsellor look going on. But I did really well as well. It was great. And then I've already said about the closing set with Kieran and man who shall not be named for various reasons.
There's so many innuendos you brought out in that then.
I'm good
Smashing the pants, middle section. There's fucking loads going on there, mate. I couldn't pull you on everyone.
The closing act bent over in front of the comedians, and I shouted, "You should have fucking wiped it, mate." It was such a good gig. You know, one of those, like, I think the best way to describe it is like I did the Manchester Comedy Club on Saturday night,
Yeah.
and that was in a gay club that it's fully like they turn it into a comedy club. So the audience is predominantly straight, most of them straight, just comedy fans. But that's a weekend club where I'm in. It's on a pro bill, you know, paid, all that kind of stuff, and that's high pressure because I want to impress. I want to get rebooked. I want that, you know. That's where I want to be in the weekend club. And then you go and do this gig on a Wednesday night, and it's just you just relax into it. It's just fun. You just go on there, say what you want to say, have a laugh with the crowd. You know, a lot of crowd interaction. It's just different, just great. Big up the Naughty Pineapple in Leicester. If you're a swinger or you've ever fancied doing it, go down there. They're a really nice bunch of people. You probably won't see me there, but yeah, maybe Charlie, I don't know. So, yeah.
In me suzzies. How do you do a newbie? I'm so happy that we've got through, 34 minutes with no technical issues today. We've had 2 days of technical issues, but nothing today.
Apologies for that, guys. I think I have had a look. I've rebooted and everything. I had issues this morning, though, when I was uploading the pods and stuff. And Jane had got a laptop on upstairs, and I think that was what it was. As soon as she turned it off, she hotspotted off her phone. As soon as that went, I got my speed test up and it was all right. I did a reboot, so I've done everything that Virgin have told me to do. And there have been some connectivity issues in the area, so potentially we could have more. But yeah, hopefully not. Sorry, I am trying my best to... Oh,
You're very shy.
Randomly enough, though, Charlie, the clips of us fucking up and having connection issues are getting really good views.
I know. I need to post some on Facebook, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm not saving for when our fucking algorithm gets back to normal, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. drop us an email if you want to come on, if you want to comment about anything we've talked about today. If you're a swinger and you want to have a chat, and I'd love to get a couple of swingers on the pod, and they can do a live show.
Hello at funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Email us.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell so you're notified about our podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Spotify, Tinder, Grindr.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok before we get fucking booted off.
What's that?
Follow us on TikTok before we get booted off.
Yeah. Please follow me as well.
With our hate speeches.
Towards Evertonian.
Yeah, bizarre.
Please follow me on Facebook, it's Chris Richmond. On TikTok and Instagram, it's at Chris Rich Comedian. We love you all. We will see you tomorrow.
See you guys.